Hey, Kari. Welcome back to Not Leadership Impact.
Our in-between.
Because we're like in between seasons, a teaser-isode, as Lindsay told us. A teaser-isode? I don't know if that's going to be one that makes the record books of Podcasting Hall of Fame, but I do know that Lindsay told us specifically we're not supposed to start with Welcome to Leadership Impact because this is not an actual episode. With that, though, we're going to talk about accountability.
We can't talk about accountability till we talk about accountability, Paul.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's something a lot of people may hear about this episode because I think too often people feel like accountability is something that it was done to them or it's something that they do to somebody else. I think that's how many people who are listening would relate to this is that, oh, is this accountability that I'm going to do to somebody? Or is this accountability somebody else is going to do to me? What if in a few words could you share with people about what might change in their perspective around accountability as we go into season 2?
Well, just, when you brought up the something done to you, and it is often done to you when things haven't gone the way they're supposed to go. That's one model. And in that model, it's a model based on control. It's a model based on maybe even somewhat of a parental model. You either did or you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and now I gotta hold you to it. The new model that we're going to explore is one that's really based in partnership. It's more commitment based, whereas the other one's more person based, like my personality. Interestingly, I work with the military a bit. We've talked about that before. And that's not as interesting, but what's interesting is, how do we often think about the military when it comes to accountability? The most accountable.
Absolutely. Yeah. The most accountable organization anybody would work in.
Yeah. And you know what? They're humans too. And even senior officers deal with the trepidation of having to, quote, hold people accountable. And
really?
Yeah, they do. And part of it is, number one, they are human, like the rest of us. They're representation of us. But I find the problems not with them. I find the problems with the whole model. It's all personality based. So what if there were a model that weren't personality based and it's something we have to do to each other, but it's a foundation of, how it's commitment based and it's what we're going to accomplish together. And, we even create structures and practices that kind of hold ourselves to accountable. It's something we agree on and align on. We develop those to make sure we accomplish what we together say we want to accomplish. And, it's just a totally different way of looking at accountability. So it's not based in my personality. Do I have the personality required to hold people accountable?
So what you're saying is, I thought when you bring up the military, you're going to give people real insight that the podcast was going to be something like, Granger, get in here right now. Bring me those reports. Are you saying it's not going to be that?
It's not going to be that.
Oh, I think that's going to have a lot more people much more willing to dial into this next season and be able to get what you're talking about, that what we're going to do is have accountability centered on the commitments that we are in together in partnership instead of being personality related, which you can hear in the normal lexicon so much of so-and-so is just not accountable, or they're not accountable to me, and it's always in the interpersonal. So I, much like the rest of our audience, I'm really looking forward to season 2, Kari.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. I can't wait. Paul, accountability is one of the 2 most often cited issues, challenges that I hear with my clients.
And what I think we should do is hold everybody to suspense. We will find out the other reason.
Other one at the
in the very first episode. Oh, the end. Oh, the very end of season 2.
Season 2.
Guys, listen, it's not me. Kari, I was going to give it to you in the first episode. There's Kari going, just wanting to keep you guys engaged right to the end, but that's probably better for all of us. Kari, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you on season 2.
Okay, bye, Paul.